Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative. Speaking of Malte Gårdinger about Young Royals, which is available now on Netflix. Malte, welcome to Popternative. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for having me.
It's an exciting time. I mean, the show has dropped, and it's been crazy on your end. There's not much more to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's overwhelming. Yeah.
It's amazing. We're going to get into it, obviously, your character of August. But for you, acting, storytelling, did that start for you at a young age? When did you decide you wanted to do that, the performing stuff?
I think I pretty early on knew that I loved that creative bubble that you get into when you do like music or theater or whatever, dancing and stuff like that. So I just knew that I wanted to do something in that like category of, I don't know.
And
So
here
I just
we
kept on doing
and
it.
that and here we
we
are,
go.
right?
Yeah.
Years later, Young Royals on Netflix, which is available now. It hit pretty quick, but I think that is what happens with Netflix shows. They get posted, people have access to watch them all around the world. I mean, were you still surprised though about how quick the reception was and how popular it got super quick?
Yeah, I mean, you can always have some sort of, you know, uh, I don't know. I had a very hard time knowing if it's because it's hard to see it like objectively when you're in the show.
Mhm.
But I knew. I mean, I think it's a great show. So I'm happy that so many people agree.
So let's dive into your character, August, all right?
Yeah.
A character that a lot of people talk about on social media. He has a great head of hair, a lot of people are saying.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, everyone's saying that. First of all, before we get into it, how long did that, how long did the hair take long to slick back? Did it take you a long time before shooting?
I mean, it was a bunch of different products and stuff, but but they did a good job.
Yeah, but was it a long
Yeah.
time in the chair or not too bad?
I mean, when they got a hang of it, like the different I don't know, the stuff that worked and the stuff that didn't. It took like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It was like rock solid. My hair was like rock solid. Yeah.
And it's funny because people see you on Instagram and you're doing interviews like this, right? And your hair does not look like it does on the show.
No.
So I think that's why it becomes a focal point because people see like what Malte Gårdinger looks like now, and then they look at August,
and it's like different. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Crazy.
Okay, August. Such a complex character, obviously seen as like the bad guy, the antagonist, can be seen as a little misunderstood, which I think is a big one as well. What was it like playing a character like August?
Great. I mean, it was the most like challenging but fun character I've ever got the chance to play.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's all I can say. It was super interesting.
Did you know when you were reading for it and you got the script? I mean, obviously, a big part of the story, the antagonist makes a lot of bad decisions, says a lot of things that aren't the greatest things to say in certain situations. Was that safe to say that was kind of that was the assessment of the character, that it was going to be kind of this antagonist that has these moments where he might mean well, but still the antagonist, like when you read for it?
Yeah. I mean, I think I pretty early on got because I had some talks with the director Roshta as well, and we talked about so I knew pretty early on that he's a bit of an asshole, and that's pretty fun. I mean, that was also because I prior to that I've always played pretty nice guys.
Yeah.
So it was very fun to play a real like
It was different, yeah.
different punch. Yeah.
Even some of the moments where you see him with his sunglasses and the way he
Yeah.
walks, like he's got this walk too, right?
Yeah, punchable guy. Yeah.
um, it's pretty crazy because you're from Sweden. The show was filmed in Sweden, correct?
Yeah.
And it's on Netflix, and Netflix is worldwide, and people from all around the world have access to Netflix, which is amazing. And this show drops, and does not all of a sudden is not just a show that's popular in Sweden. This is popular over like all around the world, man, and like hitting very hard.
Yeah.
What's that been like for you, kind of seeing the reception and the comments and the messages from all around the world, Malte? It's incredible.
I mean, yeah, it's incredible. It's, as I said, it's also very overwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean, and also I think I've not really, like, it hasn't really clicked yet what is happening, because it's too big of numbers to even fathom.
I know, but I just find like it's sometimes I find, especially with Netflix, because of the combination that they drop all the episodes. Like when Young Royals dropped, they dropped all their episodes, so people could watch them right away. The combination of that, but also the combination of so many countries have access to it, different time zones. It hits so quick, like you can't like even like prepare for it sometimes.
No, it's crazy, but I'm super happy with it. I mean, I like, it's crazy to have like people messaging from like Brazil and from like Argentina. I mean, it's crazy, and I mean that means the world.
When did you start noticing the amount of messages you and the cast were getting? Like, when did you guys notice that? Was it like after it dropped, like a couple of days after? Like, when did you really notice? Like, wow.
I think it was like the day. I think it was the day after, actually.
Yeah.
Because then I remember we had like a little get together with some of the people that worked on the show, and when I woke up a little bit hungover, I was just watching my phone, and it was like blasted with, and it's.
I know it is crazy. When people watch the show, you obviously hope they enjoy it. There's a lot going on in Young Royals. It's packed. You know what I mean? There's a lot of characters and everything. What are you hoping they get out of it, like takeaway wise, when they watch it, Malte?
I think the like to like be able to accept other people, and know that all people have their own shit to like carry. And I think that's
a big thing too. I mean, you said it, right? Like August is an asshole, so he comes in, he's an asshole. But you look at like situations where you walk into like a mall or something and you see someone's in a bad mood, right? You don't know anything, right?
Yeah.
Like they might be having a really bad day. Like you don't know.
Yeah. So just don't judge the book by its cover. Everybody has their own like.
Well, except maybe August, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
I asked you before we started if you're a hockey fan, you're a big basketball fan. I did want to ask too because Sweden, Sweden's very good at a lot of sports. If you look at it when there's international competitions, they
They're okay.
They're
at hockey, hockey, yeah.
But the thing that blows my mind though is a lot of these Scandinavian countries, your population, like you're not big countries population wise. Like that's what blows my mind a little. Do people not realize that sometimes? Like when you're talking to fans or something, like I don't think they realize how small. Like Sweden's not that big.
No, I think it's how many? I think it's like 10 million maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a whole country. It's tiny.
There's a lot of amazing shows from Scandinavia that are doing really well right now around the world. Ragnarok on Netflix from Norway is another one as well. How does it feel to kind of be part of that kind of crop of like Scandinavian shows that are just like taking over Netflix?
It's wonderful. I mean, it's great. I can't even. Seems still pretty unreal to be here.
Has there been any talks? Like, have you guys had a chance yet? Because I've seen you've done a few like Q&As and some Netflix stuff as well. But have you had a chance to talk to any other people from Netflix shows? Have there been messages from like other casts of shows? Have there been any of that so far? Or
No, not really. I mean, not for me. I don't know with everybody else, but I I think I've pretty much just like tried not to engage too much because
yeah.
I want to be like, I don't.
But it could be a lot, right? I mean, you're getting closer and closer to 100,000 followers every day, and it's like you think about that. I mean, it's like it could be because I remember like before the show started, all of you were at like a couple thousand, and now it's
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Were you?
But it's fun.
But you know it's interesting too because you have this platform now where you're going to be able to share messages and everything to a lot of people from all around the world, whether you post. Have you thought about that as well now that you have a platform that, you know, you can reach all these people? There's like a responsibility that comes with it too. I'm sure that's something you've talked about.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sort of like the part where I get pretty anxious. I don't know, or like that's the because I don't know what I want to. I don't know what to say. I don't have much to say, or like I just want to do this work.
Yeah,
that's fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I mean, it hasn't even. I don't think it's been a month yet since the show has been out.
No,
has it even been?
No.
It's been a week
No.
at least, right?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and but has it? Doesn't it feel like it's been out for way longer than that?
Yeah. I feel like it's been like a half a year almost.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
It's amazing. Well, Malte, I wanted to thank you so much for coming on Popternative to chat a little bit. This was awesome.
Thank you for having me.
So
You're super nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, you know, if they haven't had a chance to, they can watch all episodes of Young Royals Season 1 now on Netflix. They can see you as August. And where can people follow you on social media to keep update with everything?
I mainly use like Instagram, and that's Malte dot Gårdinger.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, this has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative. For previous episodes, be sure to catch Malte Gårdinger as August in Young Royals, which is available to stream now on Netflix. Until next time, this is Malte and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.